Guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I look crazy right now, but today I'm gonna show you how to apply your eyeshadow to change the shape of your eyes. Okay, so today I'm gonna use this Beauty Bay palette. I think using warm tones is easier for someone that just started using makeup, that is just learning about it now. And I know for a fact when I started I was using all warm tones, and pretty sure this kind of palette you can find everywhere. I know NYX has some. If you want something even more cheaper, you can find them at Wet n Wild, everywhere, drugstore. I'm pretty sure you can find something like this. Okay, so for my left eye I'm gonna do the round shape, and for my right eye I'm gonna do more like elongated eye shape, and I'm gonna show you how you can achieve two totally different looks using the same eyeshadows. And it's all about the way you apply it and the brushes you're using. So I'm gonna start with the darkest shade in the palette. I'm gonna apply it on the brush, and if you're in the beginning and you're not sure if your eyeshadow is too pigmented, what I advise you to do is do something like this to make sure you take the excess off so you don't have fallout on your face. So with the smaller brush I'm gonna start applying it in the outer corner of my eyes just by tapping it, and I'm gonna make sure I keep it just here, just here, not here, not there, just in the outer corner. Now I'm gonna go to a fluffier, bigger blending brush. I'm going to take this shade here. It's a lighter brown. You always want to blend the darker eyeshadow with a lighter one. Again, I'm gonna tap my brush, and from here I'm gonna start blending using circular motions, and I'm gonna go into my crease. See, when you do this, this is the crease of my eye. You can always go above it if you want to create a different crease and make your eyes look bigger. You can literally imitate this line and do it above, or you can keep it where you have it. I'm gonna keep it where I have it, but I'm gonna start from here. I'm gonna go like this. See, this is all I do. Keep adding eyeshadow. If you feel like your brush doesn't have enough, work with less. Start with less product, then apply more and more. And now let's say we blended it too much and the darker brown is not as pigmented as it was before. You can always come back with the same brush, and then to make sure I don't have harsh lines, I go back with my blending brush. Okay, so if you watched my bronzing and contouring and highlighting video, you know with dark eyeshadows you create shadows, as I did here. With lighter eyeshadows you create the impression of a bigger space. So if you want to, let's say, make your lift your eyebrows, you apply a lighter shade here and it's gonna look like you lifted your eyebrows. If you want to make your eyes look bigger, you apply a lighter shade on your eyelid, maybe in the inner corner, maybe on the waterline. So now for the eyelid I usually go with a brush like this. It's again fluffy, it's not a flat one. I have a flat one to show you. You can always go with something like this as well if you want to, but I use this kind of brushes more for cream products. I like this for powder products. And again, it's smaller, it fits perfectly here, and it's easier to use. So with that, I'm gonna go with this cream shadow. Again, I'm gonna use all matte, but you can usually go for something like this that's more shimmery. See? So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna apply it on my eyelid, and I'm not gonna go over the crease, I'm just gonna stop right there. If I go over the crease, right here at the front. Let's do it right here at the front so you can see. I just created the impression of a bigger, wider eyelid. You always want to make sure you come back with the eyeshadows, because right now I created a harsh line between these three colors by applying another one. So I usually go back with the same blending brush and blend them together, then with the smaller one, and I'm not applying more product, I'm just using what's left on it. And with this I'm gonna make sure I apply it in between the darker brown and the cream I just applied, to make sure I don't have a harsh line, and I just blend them together. Same with the lighter shade. I'm going under my brows, and this is again a way to clean your blending. Now for the lower lash, you can easily use the same small brush. What I like to do, I like to apply the darker shade all the way and then blend it with the same blending eyeshadow. But you can easily apply a totally different shade here, something that's matching, or you can leave it empty if you want to, if it's easier for you. You can just apply an eye pencil, a brown one, and just blend it. It's up to you. But what I like to do, I like to connect this with like the upper lid with the lower lid. So I go from here, right here, I just keep it down. Go. It's a nice connection between them. Then I'm just gonna add a little bit of the same blending eyeshadow, just a little bit. With a bigger brush I start blending it right under it, then go like this. Again, don't apply too much pressure on your brush, and that's this look done. For extra lightness, can apply the light eyeshadow in the inner corner, and just makes your eyes pop. You look wide awake. I'm going to use the same eyeshadows, the same brushes, just a different technique, a different application. Same small brush, same dark brown. Totally forgot to tell you the name, so I'm going to tell you now. So the dark brown is called Chocolate Souffle. I hope I'm saying that right. So with this, because I want to elongate the shape of my eye, I'm going to start from the lower lid. I'm going to go up, following the tail of my eyebrow. So literally I'm going to go like this, following the tail of my eyebrow. Because if I go like this, it's just going to be a mess. So I'm going to follow this direction. So I'm going to start from here, just in the outer corner, from here, and I'm going to easily go up. I'm going to create more like an angle. See? This is the shape. Don't worry if the shape looks messy, because you can fix it with blending. It's more like a triangle, if it makes sense. I'm creating a triangle. And as you can see, I'm following the tail. I'm stopping here basically. With a bigger blending brush, I'm going with the shade Rambling, the same shade I used to blend this side. The way I'm blending it, I'm literally blending over the eyeshadow and I'm going up. I know it is messy now, but we can clean it, and I'll show you how to clean it. And now I'm gonna slowly go into my crease. Whoop. To show you how easy it is to clean this mess and make it look decent, because right now it looks like I have no idea what I'm doing. So with the loose powder, it is your choice now if you want to use a sponge that has an angle like this, or just a brush like this one. I'm gonna use the sponge because it's easier for me, sorry. I'm going to put the powder on the angle, and now I'm gonna go like this. You can do this from the beginning to make sure you don't mess it up. I just like to do it after. I don't know why. I always do it after. But you can start by applying this. Maybe it's gonna be easier for you if you create a shade with the loose powder, then it's gonna be easier to follow it with your brush and the eyeshadows. See, with this crease shadow, it looks like I stopped here because I applied the light shadow over it to show you how to create the impression of a more open eye. But with this, I'm gonna go all the way again and apply the light shade again using the same brush just on the eyelid. Again, just here. I'm not gonna go over the crease shade. I'm gonna go again in the inner corner. Yeah, and then back with my small one to blend these two colors together. You can do the same thing you did here with the darker brown, blend it with the crease eyeshadow. Now let's remove this, and bam, it's suddenly cleaner. Again, if you feel like you've gone way too far, you can always take your fingers and clean with your fingers, or go with the loose powder and remove some of it. Now I'm gonna show you the power of two totally different eye pencils, a white one and a black one. So yeah, now this is done. See how it makes my eyes look. Hope I'm in focus. And with the black one, let's intensify this. Can I go up as well? Look at the difference. Now please tell me how crazy is this. I have two different eye shapes. Sorry, I'm looking that way because I have the screen that way and I'm looking at myself because I'm being a narcissist. But no, honestly, how crazy is this? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you. Cringe.